Now, moving on, the EU has condemned the conviction of Ukrainian journalist Mykola Semena in the Russian-occupied Crimea. On Friday, a Russian court handed down a 2.5-year suspended sentence to Semena, who was arrested by Russian police in 2016. He's also been deprived of the right to work as a journalist. The EU calls on Russia to drop the charges brought against the journalist and to immediately release all those who've been imprisoned there in violation of international law. The EU delegation in Ukraine states that Semena's conviction represents another example of the deterioration of the human rights situation in Crimea after its illegal annexation by Russia. In 2016, FSB agents raided Semena's home in Crimea and detained him for interrogation as a suspected separatist. Now, outside observers have criticised the court's verdict as an attempt by the Russian government to silence critical voices. Semena's lawyers say he plans to appeal the verdict.
If the sentence comes into force, it will do great harm to all of Russian journalism. Therefore, this verdict was given to Russian journalism as a whole, rather than to me as a Ukrainian journalist. They'll have to remove a lot of questions from the agenda, such as about the conditions of the Russian economy. The lesser of evils took place. Thank God this is not a real verdict, but will certainly appeal to the Supreme Court of Crimea.